My name is Jessica Bauer. I'm a certified birth doula, and I help support families, specifically moms, through the pregnancy, birth, and postpartum time.
My name is Laura Reynolds, and I'm a certified doula through Doula International, and I support moms through all stages of their pregnancy. I wanted women to know that in whatever birth preferences they choose, their birth can be beautiful, and I want them to feel confident in what they do choose. With my experience in the hospital, there were lots of firsts for me, lots of unknowns that I wish I would have had somebody there to help me navigate. I think that was a big reason why I wanted to become a doula.
But I pumped once on something because I was trying to hold off, but he just kept like getting choked up.
Yeah.
I knew they were full. So
Yeah.
I went ahead and pumped just to reset, and then we've been doing pretty good since then.
Okay, good. So you didn't have to pump today?
No, I haven't pumped today.
Is the positioning working with him up here and going across? Yeah. Good. Awesome. Awesome. You're not the only one with, look, you're sitting right beside a major oversupply person. Who?
Oh, major.
Worldwide, 34% of moms are breastfeeding at 6 months. But in developed countries, it's much less. Like, this book didn't break it down to the US, but it says, but breastfeeding rates are higher in middle and low income countries because like formula is scarce, and then not even just formula, but like clean water, which you need to have formula. It's very dangerous. They say that if all moms could breastfeed their babies till they were a year old, like exclusively for the first 6 months, and then, to some degree until they were 1, that about 850,000 babies annually would not die. Yeah, and then you can write it down. Really. That's great. So that's up 2 since 9. Yeah. 4.2. So that's perfect. 2 ounces in 2 days. Well, you're supposed to be able to do that, but for some reason it doesn't look work. So you have to lift him up and then do it again. Yeah. So he was 9.2 on Saturday, and then yeah, I know, that's why it's a little. And then, okay.
I did. When that happens, I wake up and I'm like, is she okay?
All right, and then you can see him in 2 takes.
Yes, exactly. Am I okay? Am I okay?
Okay. But yeah, that's good. 2 ounces in 2 days, where you want to be. Different moms will reach out to us at different points in their pregnancy. We are available to them as much as they want, whether that's chatting on the phone, whether it's texting them for reassurance. And then we really encourage our moms, especially when it's a first baby, to take childbirth classes with us. And in those classes, we discuss the process of birth, what's normal and what's not normal, how a partner can support them through the process. And that way we set them up for when they go into their birth, no matter how their birth goes, they are aware of the options and feel good about where their birth is headed. What are some questions you would ask your provider at this point? What are some things you'd ask?
I would ask about induction.
Like, well, they're recommending induction.
Yeah.
They said, would you like to schedule induction for the next day? What would you ask?
Do I have to do it the next day? Is there something I can be doing at home that I haven't tried yet?
Yeah, do I have to do it the next day? Like, you can always say, like, is it medically necessary? So, like, are we talking about, like, this is putting my or my baby's health at risk, or is it, like, just convenient? What are we asking? You can ask, you can ask either, is it medically necessary, or you can say, what are the benefits and what are the risks? So that you feel like you have a really good picture and are able to make a good decision. Sadly, in this country, about 1 out of 4 women, it describes her birth experience as traumatic. And she's going to do anything that she can for births after that to make it be a smoother experience. And we know that when a doula is present, it's significantly less likely for her to perceive her birth as traumatic.
With the birth of my second child, I had a home birth, and it was such a relief to be able to see the midwife and my doula walk in the room. She knew what to do. She knew what stage of labor I was in. She knew what position to get me in to find that relief.
When their head comes down, we want them to be like this, where the back of the head is facing up. Because when they come down, how their neck bends, it has to curve under the pubic bone and go like this. And I'm gonna show you, this is an exercise that you can do in pregnancy. What you do is, anything hands and knees is so good to help a baby rotate around and get in that right position. So what I do is I have her belly supported in this. The thinner the sheet, the better. And then I kind of balance my knees right here. And then what I do is I'm gonna lift up on the belly, and you relax, like let your full body weight go in there. And then I just kind of sift around. And this encourages the baby to kind of rotate and move around. It just gives some movement. And there's no actual like right or wrong way to do this. You don't wanna like really shake, obviously. So I kind of do it, I feel like a train, is that how trains work? It actually should feel pretty good.
Lifting the weight.
Yeah, I'm lifting the weight. And so what you would ideally do is maybe do this, I like to say do this a few times a week, and if you do it for about 5 minutes. And if dads need a little bit of a break, you can take a break. I'm gonna drop you slowly. Don't just drop her. If you wanna check in and do like another FaceTime meeting or something beforehand, just let me know. We can talk about anything. Did you have a written birth plan? Do you want to? I just want them to come feeling empowered. Like when I talked to the last couple, they were like, okay, we feel better now about this. I feel more confident about it. And that's my biggest goal for them. Because I can't train them for every scenario. I mean, I walk into it as a doula, I know I'm gonna run into a different scenario every time I go to a birth. But I just want them to have the tools to kind of make it through each scenario the best that they can.